Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we'll be looking at the Play Art Sky Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain Venom Snake in the sneaking suit version. Sneaky. Alright, you can see me right now in the plastic right here. So we'll get over it very quickly. So this is the regular Play Art Sky box. Nothing too fancy going on. Just some nice little Japanese text, some pictures. With a lot of Photoshop effects and stuff, but whatever. I'm here to look at the real figure and tell you all the details about it. Alright, so let's get this guy out of the box and see what he's all about. Alright, so here he is, out of the box. Play Art Sky Metal Gear Solid 5 Venom Snake. And first of all, I gotta say, is he kind of like a little bit disproportionate, or is that just me? I feel like his torso, you know, his chest, could be a little bit wider. You know, this part is pretty big, so it's kind of like, it's kind of weird. And his legs, I mean, these things are way too big, no? Is that just me? I mean, his thighs seem enormous. And you could say, well, it's baggy pants. Well, okay. I think it's kind of baggy in the game, but this is not baggy, you know. This looks like it's very tight on his giant fucking thighs. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. That's the first thing that caught my attention, but whatever. The overall likeness is pretty much spot on. I mean, the face looks very well. That's always one of the things that I will go to war over with everybody. I did not pick up the Metal Gear Solid 1 Snake because I did not like the face sculpt. Every other Snake they did, I really liked the face sculpt, and this one included. It looks very good. I like it. So yeah, overall likeness is pretty cool. I looked at some pictures. I have not yet played the game. Still, I haven't gotten around to doing it, but I really want to. Has this little prosthetic arm. Nice and detailed, but yeah. It looks like Snake, Venom Snake from Metal Gear Solid 5. All stuff is there. And I like the sneaking suit. I don't have the other one. I just really want the sneaking suit. But yeah. Okay, so size-wise, this guy comes in at about 26.5 or 27 centimeters, which is about 10.5 inches. Around that size. It's like the regular Play Art Sky these days. They always change sizes, which drives me nuts, but you know, whatever. What are you gonna do about it? Alright, paint and detail. It's nicely done, as usual, from Play Art Sky, honestly. That's what I came to expect. Nice little shading. Very glossy on some parts, not so much on other parts. It's okay. I mean, maybe a little bit less gloss, because it is a sneaking suit. Depends on how you look at it. I mean, it looks good as a figure, so I'm not gonna rag on it too much. But yeah, you can see the detail. Let me zoom into it. There's a lot of stuff going on here. He has a little walkie-talkie or Walkman or whatever that goes up all over this piece. Up to his face, into his ear, like straight into it. It has like a little detail. You can't really see that with the light, but there's a little something. But yeah, face sculpt is done very nicely. You got all the scars, shading. Hair is done well. He has a little battle damage, that thing sticking out of his head. I don't know what it is. Again, I have not played the game yet. I want to get around to it, but did not have the time yet. They actually have the diamond dogs on the back. I don't know if you can read that. It's very, very small, but very nicely done. There's all kinds of writing all over him, which again, you can't really see on the camera, but it's there and it's done nicely. It looks good. Just looks good, alright? Yeah, we got the Diamond Dogs logo over here as well. Prosthetic arm. Also all kinds of little scratches, little battle damage going on there. All pouches over here. Have a look at that. This thing's kind of weird. I don't know. Is that supposed to be hanging off? There's nothing really to put it in, but yeah. Or is it going over there? No, no, no. Alright. Has a pouch to hold his gun. Is in there nicely. Knee pads, feet. Yup. So paint detail, again, are good. Very good. Very good. I like it. Let's get to the articulation part. The head moves around with the neck. Let me get my hands out of the lighting. There you go. The head moves around with the neck. I don't know, you can see that. The head rotates around, I mean the neck just kind of goes left and right. There's not... Doesn't really move side to side, but the head does. The head moves around. Doesn't really go forward all that much. Doesn't really go backward all that much. It's kind of, you know, Goes side to side a little bit. Again, not too great, honestly. It's kind of... I don't know why the neck's not really moving around that much. I mean, it goes back and forth a little bit. Yeah, okay, but again, not, you know, I don't know. Elbow. Yeah, I mean, it's really hindered by all of this. This stuff is like, the boys is, I mean, this, I guess this is just to hide the articulation, but why didn't they not tuck that in a little bit more? I don't know, it's just kind of, I try to move it away, but it's soft plastic, but it's not, I mean, you can get it up quite a bit by forcing it, but you know, you hear that scratching noise, and I don't want to break stuff, but yeah, doesn't go up so well. And around, also it's kind of hard to move it around. Now it goes better if you pull down a little bit with the piece. This piece seems to be more hindering than helping, really. But whatever. Moves around, that's good. Moves forward, well, you have a soft plastic chest part, which, as you can see, just goes to hell pretty much when I try to push it in. Which, you know, since we're on the plastic, no, let me finish the arm articulation, then I get to this piece, alright? This piece of, If you've seen the Quiet review, you're in for something. You know what you're in for. But yeah, okay, we have a swivel up here, and I'm getting a little bit mad. Alright, never mind. Let's... Arm articulation. Now I hit my camera. Now Snake hit my camera. Okay, let's move it back into position. Arm articulation. Up and down. Ratchet it, you know, nicely. It's okay. It's standard. Well, you know. Actually, no. It's not that okay. It could go... Well, it's really the mold that's hindering it over here, so... Yeah, I don't know. It's hidden well, like that, but... I don't know. Again, articulation-wise, this guy doesn't seem to be all that great. But yeah. Why the elbow is fairly well hidden, well on this side. It's not so much about the not so much about the wrist, because yeah, but we got great motion out of that. But the ball is just over there. It's not, you know, it's not pushed in at all. It's just over there. But yeah, moves around fairly well. This, you know, you can move it around as much as you want because there's nothing hindering it. Which, on the articulation side, is cool. On the overall look side, not so hot. And you know, same thing on this side. Yeah, same stuff going on here. Nothing too fancy. All right, you know, let's get to this. This part. You've seen it in my Quiet review. I did not like this part, and for Snake, I still not like this part. This is soft plastic, all right. I guess the idea is, you know, oh, you can move it around, all blah 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 blah. Alright, articulation wise, I think it's not too bad. You know, you can spin him around, and now I actually unplugged the thing. Damn. Well, I have to glue that in later, I guess. Shit. Yep, that's out. Okay. Great. Never mind. That's my fault. Well, you know, at least now I can spin him around. Articulation wise, he spins around. Damn it. I'm real pissed off about that. Alright, never mind. Let's move on. Let's get on with our lives. Articulation wise, this is not too bad. He goes forward pretty well, goes back, yeah, you know. But here's the deal with all of that. Would you want to display him like that? With this, this. Or, you know, let's move him, oh. Well, if I move him forward, this is a big hole in the back. And it's like, it just gets in the way, you know, it kind of goes under this if you move it around and you have to pull it back out, which, okay, isn't that big of a deal, honestly, but here's a hole. Let me put extra light on it so you can see there's a big hole in the back, and he's not, you know, I try to move him up. If he's standing totally straight, it's okay. But, well, no, it's not even okay. This part is still kind of sticking out. So, this chest piece is garbage. Alright? I didn't like it for Quiet. I don't like it for Snake. It's not good. I don't know what the point of it is and why they're doing that. And, again, I haven't picked up a Played Sky in a while, so I don't know if this is really the standard. When I looked at Quiet, I already mentioned that, and now I look at Snake, and we have this piece again, and don't continue doing that. That's all, really. Alright. Torso doesn't really move around that much because, you know, this part is hindering it, which is soft plastic, but I'm not gonna try to spin it around to just break this off as well. Alright? So, yeah. You don't really get that much out of it because of the sculpt. Also doesn't go forward or back quite a bit. I hear something like, yeah, this is already scratching over this, so yeah, I mean, eh. So let's have a look at the legs. Same thing. Well, I could force it up more, but I already broke something. But yeah, the legs only go up as far as this part lets. As these pouches let it, and these pouches are pretty solid, no pun intended, but yeah, there's no room there, there's no joint, there's no soft plastic that bends, no, not getting much. This one goes up a little bit better because there's only this part hindering it, but yeah, not too great on that part. Again, articulation wise, I mean, you can see it. The knee joints, yeah, my finger fits in there. Again, it's kind of more of a problem of the mold. Well, not real problem of the mold, it really depends on the mold, but these knee joints are pretty weird. Yeah. And this part is the lower part is done much better to me because it's molded down here, so this kind of tucks in. But if you move it out, it's still kind of part of it for a little bit, and then it, you know, kind of goes to shits. But that's partially because of the mold. Well, it is mostly because of the entire look, you know. I'm trying to think about what would you do here, like kind of like a soft plastic part over here. Could they do that? I don't know. If they could do that, they should absolutely do that. All right. There were no swivels or something out here. No, I'm just looking at it for it. All right. This part, the foot clan. Is there a swivel here? No. Okay. Never mind. The foot goes forward nicely and backward as much as it lets it. And again, this is not really soft plastic. So you have a swivel. I mean, you have a rocker Ankle rocker, that's the name. And well, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It kind of goes and it kind of doesn't go. I quite frankly cannot figure this out. Well, it moves around, but yeah. I guess this kind of gets in the way, and you have a cut joint. I can't even move that. Okay, there we go. You can do this, but why would you do that? Because it completely destroys the sculpt and it doesn't look good. Kind of the same with the quiet figure, but or the quiet figure, at least the sole, the low part of the boot moved around with it. In this part, that's not the case. It's just like blah, whatever. And that's kind of how I feel about this. And he falls into my camera. That's kind of how I feel about this. Whatever. It's not really great, quite frankly. And like I said, I haven't bought a lot of Playouts Kai in a while, and this doesn't really motivate me to buy more Playouts Kai. So I don't know. Did they really drop that badly in the last couple of years? Oh yeah, also as you can see, this is... It's kind of loose. It's kind of loose. So yeah. Okay, next up, he comes with a couple of accessories. First of all, this gun. It's a gun. Kind of plain looking, quite frankly, but it does the job. There's the detail in there. Looks really clean. Again, kind of, I don't know. It's alright. It's just alright, I guess. Comes with this one. I don't know the name of the guns. I'm not really that much into guns, but yeah, again, fairly plain, but it looks nice. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's not like they have like big paint smudges on there or something. But I've seen better. That's just the thing. You get all these SH figure arts and some great Figmas, and you know, it's kind of like you get this, and it's like, you know, it's okay. Has a knife. Again, fairly basic, but good looking. I'm not gonna continue to be like, oh, it's basic. It looks good, all right. But whatever. Comes with a gun, regular old pistol. There you go. And he comes with them hands. Actually, only 3. Again, which is kind of weird, but what are you gonna do? This for the left hand, like a trigger finger, like another trigger finger for the right hand, and like another grab hand. Which, quite frankly, I don't really know what this one is for. Is this? Let me see. Does this hold this? No. Does it hold this? No. Does this hold the pistol? Hell no. Hold the knife? No, absolutely not. Okay. I guess it's just a butt grab hand, really. Just come over here, girl. Alright, enough about that. And that's really it. Those are all the accessories that he comes with. He also has the base in the box. There you go, regular Playouts Kai base to display your snake. But the question is, would you even want to display the snake? Dum dum dum. And the answer is no, not great. Especially considering that there's like, you know. But yeah, Playouts Kai has basically done already all these different snakes. Metal Gear Solid 1. Many Peace Walker variations, and you know, even if you go out to the realm of other figures, Figma recently did Metal Gear Solid 2 Snake, which, you know, I did a review of that, and I was just like, oh my god, amazing, okay, but that was like a different scale. But the point is, if you really want the snake, there are better options than this one. Sure, these options at this point are probably going to be a little bit more pricey, because Metal Gear Solid 1 Playouts Kai Snake has become a collector's item, and he's going for quite high prices on eBay. But he's way better than this one, and I don't even own him, but I've seen some reviews, and I know some people who own him, and they are all liking him, and I didn't buy him because I did not like the face sculpt, and I still stand by that, but whatever. I would still rather have him than this one. Maybe I should just swap faces. Then they would be amazing. But yeah, I don't know what to say. This figure is just not great. It's not terrible, but also considering that the Playout Sky figures are not very cheap, it's like, I don't even know what's going on here. I have like Street Fighter Playout Sky and like Grey Fox from Metal Gear Solid, also Playout Sky, and Solid Snake, and I have a couple of Playout Sky. And they have stood for quality. This one, you know, especially this piece, problems with the articulation, and you know, like you've seen in the Quiet review, there were also issues there. So, Playout Sky, get your shit together, man. All right, if you enjoyed the review, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more reviews, I have a lot already out there, and even more coming up. So feel free to check those out. If you want to be updated on things, feel free to subscribe, you know, if you like that kind of stuff that's going on right here. And you know, I also have like social medias and stuff, and a Twitch, and you know, you can check these out if you like. I would very much appreciate it. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.